let's talk for just a moment about preparing your written mediation plan. Now, this is far different from the one-page handout that we described earlier in this series. This is a formal requirement of all competing teams that they submit a written mediation plan. Now, one of the things that I like about this tournament is that the rules are very well written and they're very clear. You will find a description of the written mediation plan at Rule 3.0 and at Annex Roman numeral 2.c. And I recommend to my students that they closely follow the subject checklist that appears in these rules, particularly in the Annex 2.c. Now, these mediation plans will be presented to the judges when we first gather for each of the preliminary rounds. And then the judges will ask both sides to leave the room while they prepare for the session and review and grade the written mediation plans. They tend, in my experience, the judges tend to race through the mediation plans, simply checking them to make sure that the various subjects outlined in the rules are addressed in the plan. So make sure that your mediation plans are complete. Now, here's a deadline alert. Your 2-page written mediation plans are due to be submitted to the ICC on a deadline that they announce every year. It's usually a couple or 2.5 weeks before the competition gathers in Paris. So be aware of that, and by all means, do not miss that deadline. Now, read the rules that require you to bring 2 photocopies of each of your mediation plans with you and attach the brief biographies that you have already submitted to the ICC Organization Committee for the 2 team members that are appearing in that particular round. That way, the judges have a description of the students who are appearing before them, and they also have 2 copies of the mediation plan that they can evaluate before the round begins. So be prepared with the necessary paperwork, and it will certainly make your mediation experience go that much more smoothly.